All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, we would like to say, call halal, Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Rakakwadash. That is to say, all praise to the Most High God, whose name is Yahawah, in the name of His only begotten Son, Yahawashi, whom the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, through the Holy Spirit, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of the great millstone, taught us this truth. Shalom to the 144,000, as well as to the rest of the hopeful righteous elect, men, women, and children of Israel, scattered abroad throughout the four corners of the earth, among the heathen, as well as those that even look like the heathen. All right, this is not a black or white thing. I'm the brother Yahawashi from the GMS branch here in Chicago, coming back at you. Or we hope to be in a Salaki. I'm joined with brother Yahawah. Salaki about that. Lord willing, we coming at you. What we hope to be another short yet edifying lesson. All right, and this one is going to pretty much be a testimony. All right. And I just start giving the quick little testimony. You know, a lot of brothers here in Chicago have been doing the lessons about how we had the power outages here over those last few days or so, you know. And in my personal situation, I had a situation where the lights went out in my whole neighborhood. Ours, the lights in my crib like flickered off for like 5 seconds and then they popped back on, you know. And it was funny because as I looked out, I went to look outside to see what was going on. The whole block was without light. Nobody on the block had light except my dwelling, man. You know, and it immediately took me to Exodus, the 10th chapter, you know, where the plague of the darkness and how the Egyptians, they was smoke. They couldn't see. They had no dark. It was the darkness that you could feel, you know. But it said that the children of Israel had light in their dwellings, man. And that's what it brought me to. So we're going to start off with that account, and then we'll get into some more scripts.
This is Exodus 10, verse 21. And the Lord said unto Moses, stretch out thine hand toward heaven, that there may be darkness over the land of Egypt, even darkness which may be felt. And Moses stretched forth his hand toward heaven, and there was a thick darkness in all the land of Egypt 3 days. They saw not one another, neither rose any from his place for 3 days. But all the children of Israel had light in their dwellings.
God. So all the children of Israel had light in their dwellings, man. And it takes you to what? Where were the children of Israel staying during their time in Egypt, man? They were staying in a land called Goshen, right? Which that term Goshen means drawing near, okay? And that's what we have to do. That's what we're doing in this truth, man. We're drawing near unto Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, finding out what's pleasing unto Him, working on doing that, right? And the scriptures say that he who abideth in the secret place of the Most High, their protection will be there. Roughly paraphrasing, right? That's Psalms the 91st chapter, I believe. Um, Let me try to find it too while we at the stoplight. Uh, oh, it's a stop. It's not a stoplight. Yeah. See, yeah, it still lights out. That's the spirit. Secret place.
I think I got a Psalm 91.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Psalms 91, verse 1. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty.
144. 3. Call all
Yahawashi. I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress, my power. In Him will I trust.
Right. So at this point, hey, we drawing near into Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. We're dwelling in that secret place, man. Right. And we know that that's going to be our refuge and our fortress. None of the things that's going to go on the outside are going to touch us in the same manner as going to touch these other people. Go ahead.
Psalms 91, verse 7. 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee. Only with thine eyes shalt thou behold and see the reward of the wicked. Because thou hast made the Lord, which is my refuge, even the Most High, thy habitation, there shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling. So as the brother is going into this testimony, I have the same testimony. My light's been out. All right, my light's still out. But what? I'm not weeping. All right, because the Lord, he set me up to be sufficient. All right, the Lord has set me up to where I'm okay. All right, and he did it just like that. I wasn't in worry. I wasn't in want of nothing. All right, the Lord dealt with it, man. All right, so all these things, you know, people, you know, herking it. We're like, oh man, I got to do this or this happen. We don't have to worry about that. All right, the scriptures talk about, you know, we shall be quickly without care. All right, fearing the Lord, trusting the Lord, that's wisdom. All right, so we trust into that, and the Lord is ultimately going to, because the scriptures talk about, you know, so you won't dash your foot against a stone. You know, so the angels camp around us. You know, we're protected, man. All right, we're protected by the invisible power.
All right.
So all these things that's happening in the world, hey, the harder the Lord put the squeeze on Babylon and these wicked people, the more we're going to rejoice, man. The more miracles is going to happen. And this is just the beginning stage. All right, because we understand that all these lights going to go out. All right, we understand it's going to get way worse than this, man. Because even when that happened, when the lights went out on my block, right, it was just people outside, man. All right, it was this one guy because the stoplight was out. He was just in the middle of the street, man, just bugged out. But they're showing the time that's going to come is going to be really, really bad, man. Because think about it. All those people in those houses with all the lights on, they don't have no hope, man. All right, they refrigerators, they foods getting, rotting, their foods, expiring. They don't have no refrigeration. These people are plagued, man. The Lord is plaguing this place, man. And this is the signs of his coming.
Yeah. Hey, can you get that in Revelation? It talks about I will keep thee from the hour of temptation. Because hey, that's we right now we're in the process of building up our spiritual bank account, man.
That's right.
And that currency is going to be due at the end of at a certain point in time.
That's right.
Go ahead.
This is Revelation 3, verse 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth.
So those who kept the word of his patience, he will keep them from the hour of temptation. Meaning what? This is the time where you have to be keeping the word of the patience, man. You have to be standing steadfast and standing strong in Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, man, for Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. Because hey, it's going to be certain people he's going to say, I never knew you, because you're not doing this thing in sincerity and truth. It says, he that endured to the end, the same shall be saved. If you don't endure, you're not going to be saved. You have to continue to have faith, because it says he who in Sirach, the second chapter, it says dang, why can't I think of how it's worded? Sirach, the second chapter, like the 11th or 12th verse. Uh, woe unto him. Whoa, start at 12.
God. This is Sirach 2, verse 12. Woe be to the fearful hearts and faint hands in the sinner that goeth two ways. Woe unto him that is faint-hearted, for he believeth not, therefore shall he not be defended.
Right. So if you faint-hearted in this time, why do you think the Lord is going to stand strong for you? If you can't stand stiffly for Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi now, when the time is it that you're in need, why would he stand stiffly for you, man? This is what we have to continue to keep our mind on, because again, in our day-to-day life, the Lord shows these, these tokens. He shows these signs that he's with us, man, and that he will fight for us. And like I said, it can be something as small as everybody on my block lights out, and I'm sitting there chilling, watching a movie.
Right.
That's a token, man. That Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi is with me. He's with all us brothers, man. We just got to continue to endure unto the end.
That's right.
Go ahead.
See that?
You had something else?
Romans 13 and 11. And that, knowing the time, that now it is high time to wake out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than we believe. So salvation is very, very nigh, man. All right, every single day that we suffer and we rejoice at the end of this kingdom, it gets closer to our kingdom. It gets closer to eternity. So, hey, look, the scriptures talk about, this been a birth pains of our kingdom to come, man. All right, so all these things that we're going through, all these things that we're going to see, the Lord is slowly preparing us for it, man. All right, all the chastising, all the experiences we go through, it's all spiritual, man. It's all for a purpose, man. All right, all these things we're going through, it's gonna be not, man. All right, it can't compare to the joy that's about to come. All right, if you know the names of Yahawashi, when you wake up, then, hey, serve the Lord to the best of your ability, man. Because these niggas out here smoked. Like the brother said, he could be chilling there watching a movie. A nigga probably across the street eating somebody, bro. Who knows? But the point is that the evil came not nigh thee, man. Right? We were in comfort. Right? We weren't worried for nothing. Right?
Yeah.
So prepare, be ready for those signs, be ready for those experiences. Don't put the Lord in a box, man. All right? He can deliver, he will deliver you if you trust into him, man.
Hey, like the brother said, I love that precept, man, and I think about it every day. More times than not, I wake up and I just say, one day closer. That drives you, man, because hey, you know, you one day behind you, one day closer to the kingdom, man. If you ain't have anything else, I was gonna say let's end off on that. Strive for the truth to death.
That's it. I was just thinking of the spirit.
That's the spirit.
This is Sirach 4, verse 28. Strive for the truth unto death, and the Lord shall fight for thee.
Hey, so we fear not him who can kill the body, but we fear him who can kill the body and soul in hell, man.
That's right.
Roughly paraphrasing that, you know. Whatever is going on in this day to day life, hey, we gotta esteem it as dung, esteem it as nothing, as the Apostle Paul said, man, because hey, the glory that is to come far outweighs the sufferings that we are going through in this present evil temporal world, man.
That's right.
You know. So if you ain't had nothing else, bro, you got one?
I mean, I just wanted to go up to verse 15.
Absolutely.
Okay. This is Sirach 2 and 10. Look at the generations of old and see, did ever any trust in the Lord and was confounded, or did any or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken? Or whom did he ever despise that called upon him? So the Lord has never despised anybody that called upon him, right? We trust in Yahawashi, Yahawashi. He's not going to fail in his promise, man. All right, the Lord is not a man. All right, men are worthy. I mean, not worthy, are susceptible to those traits. But the Lord isn't. The Lord said He got you, man. And the Lord got us.
You know, so you know, I just want to put that on wax. The waters to the brother for being here too. You know, Lord willing, this was an edifying lesson. With that, we're gonna say call halal, Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of the great millstone taught us this truth. Shalom to the 144,000 as well as to the rest of the hopeful righteous select man. Shalom, Kwam Yasharala, Wa Abba Babal.